What's going on, guys? This is Miasin and welcome to my ABC deck profile. This deck is disgusting. I mean, the new monster Therions King Regulus was a huge boost to this deck. Not only can you search it with the new field spell, meaning that you can play set rotation in your deck, or even more consistency for your ABCs, but also this card is an Omni Negate and a Monster Reborn at the same time. You couldn't ask for any better. So before this video starts, make sure you like and subscribe, and also check me out on Twitch and Instagram. And now let's jump right into this deck list. So of course I'm playing 3 Therions King Regulus. I'm still really back and forth on the ratios for any deck that I splash this engine in. But yeah, I think 3 with maybe 2 field spells should be enough. And then for the other ABC cards, 1 Union Driver, I mean, this card is a brick. You don't really want to see it in your opening hand. I mean, never. And then 2 Assault Core, 3 Buster Drake, and 2 Crush Wyvern. Some people are on 3 Assault Core, but pretty much everyone is agreeing that 2 Crush Wyvern is enough, because this one's actually a little brickier, but I also think Assault Core is just as bricky as Crush Wyvern. Buster Drake, on the other hand, is by far the best one. It has an effect that actually gets you started, and in theory, over time, a single Buster Drake eventually gets you to the full ABC Dragon Buster. The reason for that is because if the first Buster Drake dies, you search Assault Core, and then the Assault Core dies, you recycle back the same Buster Drake, and then the same Buster Drake dies again, you search Crush Wyvern, and then the next turn you normal summon it, make ABC Dragon Buster that way. So eventually this card gets you to play the game. But yeah, and then for the hand traps, I'm playing 3 Ash, 3 Valor, 3 Forbidden Drop, and some more utility cards in the form of 3 Forbidden Droplet, and 3 Solemn Strike. Now, Solemn Strike might not be the best, so if you want to play something that allows you to win going second, do that. But I actually think Solemn Strike is so ridiculously good going second that you just absolutely have to. And Forbidden Drop is very unique in this deck because sending the letters from your spell and trap zone is actually a good thing. Sending the letters from your field or hand is also a good thing. Well, especially from the field because they get their effects. But sending them from the hand can actually help you make ABC Dragon Buster even easier. So this card is not only a card that helps you break boards, but also get your stuff going, which is so whack. Like, usually discarding cards is supposed to be minus, but in this deck, I guess it's a good thing. So why not? I'll take that any day of the week. And again, I'm playing a lot of field spells. We're definitely not trying to brick. So how many Union Hangers is that? 5? With 3 cards that are basically Union Hanger. It's unauthorized reactivation. So essentially, this card does what Union Hanger does, but it's a one-time usage only, and it doesn't search a letter on activation, of course, and this is a quick play spell card. So one pretty cool thing that you can do is if you have 2 unauthorized reactivation, you use one of them on your own turn to get your engine started by getting the Union Driver and getting your letter and then linking off for planning gadget, etc, blah, blah, blah. And the second one, you set it, and if your opponent goes like, I don't know, use Dark Ruler no more and you have ABC Dragon Buster, you can chain unauthorized reactivation to equip Buster Drake to your ABC Dragon Buster, and that way your monster will not get affected by Dark Ruler because it becomes unaffected by spells. Same logic for Imperm or for a monster that would hurt your ABC Dragon Buster, so you just chain to equip either the Assault Core to protect yourself from monsters or Crush Wyvern to protect yourself from trap cards. And another consistency card would be Proud of Prosperity. I don't think I really want to play Desires. I think Proud of Prosperity is just a better card in this deck. I guess you could be banishing 6. It's not that unrealistic. There are a few cards you can play without. You can banish like half of your rank 4s, if not 3 of them, and banish a couple of the Link monsters. I want to say this deck is probably just better. It wants to Link summon more than it wants to Xyz summon, because when you're Link summoning, you're triggering all of your letters, so you can keep on Link climbing. Whereas when you're making Xyz, your monsters just don't really do anything. So that's the reason why I really am trying to play more Link monsters. So Proud of Prosperity, sure, if you want to banish like 3 of the Xyz monsters, if not all of them, you can do that. But you are always trying to resolve this for 6 when you don't have Union Hanger, because it's pretty much a guarantee that you either dig into Hanger or one of these pseudo Hanger cards or unauthorized reactivation. So if you see this card, there's a very, very, very high likelihood that it gets to unbreak you or gets to getting you an extra like a utility card to stop your opponent. So very, very cool. And then yeah, obviously this, and then Call by the Grave. This can be literally anything else, just a flex spot at the end of the day. 2 field spell obviously, and yeah, the rest is very self-explanatory. For the extra deck, this is also a no-brainer. ABC Dragon Buster at 3. Please, for the love of God, don't play only 2. That's so stupid. Like, in any grind game, the third one always comes up, and the second one has a 100% chance of coming up, even if it's not a grind game. If you're only playing 1 ABC Dragon Buster, then you don't win the game when you tag out with ABC Dragon Buster the first time. because you're not gonna have a second buster. So if you only play 2, then it becomes easier for your opponent to grind you out. But if you play 3, then this deck is pretty terrifying. Anyways, for the Xyz monster, Gear Gigant X, Tornado Dragon, Bujite Tsukuyomi, and Abyss Dweller. So I guess Dweller is like the most high win rate when you summon it. But Tornado Dragon has its utility. Tsukuyomi is there when I guess you want to just draw cards and get the letters in the grave especially. And Gear Gigant X, there are a few utilities, but it's not like a super broken card. I guess against Drytron, on game 2 and 3, you can search Ally of Justice Cycle Reader, because it searches a level 4 lower machine from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So you can also loop this back to back to back to back, which is pretty adorable. So this is not like just a random one of if you play it against Drytron or pretty much any of the other light decks out there. So yeah, do keep that in mind. And then for the other Link monsters, Underworld Goddess, so you don't get decked out by Crooked Cook, summon with either the Shark or the Astral Karibo. And then Axis Code Talker, this card is just ridiculously good at breaking boards. And it is also a way you can out, I don't know, big monsters, I guess. Even though Underworld Goddess also does that. But this, you can climb into it using Unicorn, which is pretty cool. And then Appaloosa, of course. Very easy to make an Appaloosa for 4 on your opponent's turn, because you have Masquerena, and then your ABC Dragon Buster tags out into 3 letters. So that already gets you 4 monsters. And then you get to make like freaking 4 extra negates on top of the banish that you had, and trigger every single letter effect. That's just absolute insta-win there. And that gets you enough letters to summon like double Buster turn 1. So a single Buster gets you to double Buster, Appaloosa for 4, and your opponent dies. I'll take that any day of the week, right? Anyways, Unicorn Phoenix, Platinum Gadget, Bujinte, Hashima. I showcase combos with this card, it's pretty cool, and Masquerena. The idea section, I think the majority of the cards are very logical. In either you would want to play them or not want to play them because they make no sense. So that's why I don't think they deserve much explanation. Stardust Synchron is definitely a win more. I wouldn't play it. I guess you can make like synchros and stuff, but I don't really see the purpose. Like, yeah, sure, you can search it with Gear Gigant, but whatever. It's not the best. And also, I think it locks you for the rest of the turn. Yeah, okay, so you would have to summon your ABC Dragon Buster first, and then sync with this. Not the best. And then, yeah, I'll have just a cycle reader. I already kind of explained that. The Utopic Draco Future package, I think, makes 0 sense to play, because you're already playing like so many cards in your extra deck, like so many links that you have to play, so you don't really have the extra deck space for that. And then Lambda is there because of Gamma, I guess, if you want to play Gamma in the main deck. Needle Fiber, Barricade Borg Blocker, none of these cards make any sense. Ice Dragon's Prison, Torrential. You can Torrential and profit off of your Torrential by triggering all of your effects. And then Goes in Match, Rivalry, because if you're only on light machines, then you don't lose to that. But if you play Regulus, then you start losing to your own Goes in Match, but not to Rivalry. But Rivalry is worse than Goes in Match in the format, so yeah, don't forget that. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this ABC deck profile. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.